There is a video that is making the round on social media over the past week by Pastor Paul Enenche and his beautiful wife, Dr. Becky Enenche.
A man has clocked 40, maybe he's even getting to 50. He has passed 57. And then they say marry. And he's going and carrying his 2 legs and looking for 16-year-old girl, 18-year-old girl, 20 years old girl. Mind yourself.
Wait a minute. Those that are 40-something like yourself, who are you leaving them for?
I wonder. Go for your age mates.
Nothing is as annoying as that.
Very annoying.
Very annoying.
You see somebody quarter to 50. He said, praise the Lord. I have finally found a wife to marry.
Let me tell you a story. One man came and he said he wants to marry. And he said the person he wants to marry must be a virgin. Wait a minute.
A virgin.
So I told him, I said, are you a virgin yourself? He said, no. I said, okay. The person that you slept with, you had immorality with, that you did not marry, who will marry that one?
Oh!
You understand? So why do we do unequal things? You are not. You are not. And this is what you are insisting. You are a full man chello. 45.
We must come to that point where we will learn to tell our people the truth, both male and female. We must learn to tell them a balanced truth. One of the truths I want to tell young ladies watching me at this time, if you're a young lady watching me, know this and know this fact. The marriage game is rigged. The marriage game is rigged. The marriage sphere is not favorable to women. As far as marriage is concerned, every woman must come to that understanding that it is within the corridors of a man to make a choice of who he was to marry. Now, the pastor and his beautiful wife are trying to counsel men to make choice towards their age mates. There's nothing wrong with what he is saying, entirely wrong with what he's saying, but that is an imbalanced truth if I'm to say. Why? Remember I said in the beginning that the marriage game is rigged. The marriage game is rigged in the sense that a woman does not have a choice as to whom marries her. The man has a choice as to whom he marries. That does not necessarily mean a woman is not valuable. No. Every woman that God created is powerful. A man is also powerful, but I consider women even to be more powerful. But the problem here is that the influence of your power does not extend to the marriage department. You see, a woman controls the sex gates, and the sex gate is the gate of procreation. A woman controls the gate that brings in another life into the planet Earth, into this world. Now, and I said a woman is powerful. Having that control alone makes you a very powerful being that God created. Being the womb that nurtures a child and brings in another soul, another spirit, another life into this world makes you a very powerful being. But the influence of your power does not extend to marriage. The man controls the relationship and marriage gates. And until you understand that fact, you will always live in the imbalanced truth that you have a choice in the game. When it comes to sex, you have a choice. But when it comes to marriage, you don't. Why? Because the marriage game is rigged. Let's run to the Bible. The Bible in the book of Genesis chapter 3, when Adam and Eve fell, the first human. When God came to speak to them, he said to Adam, for you to eat, you will till the ground. But to the woman, he never said anything about work. He said to the woman, your desire will be for your husband, and you will go through pain in child labor. 2 important things. Your desire will be for your husband. So within a woman's biology, there is always a desire for marriage. A woman needs marriage. A man needs sex. A woman needs marriage, and a man needs sex. And the woman controls the sex gate and controls the gate that brings in another life here on planet Earth. Every man wants to build a dynasty for himself. Every man wants to start his own generation. Every man wants to spread his own DNA. And the woman is the one that controls the gates. But when it comes to picking a life partner, the man controls the gates. Let's dig deeper. Why would God make that statement to Eve? Why not the same statement to the both of them? Why would God himself make a different statement to Eve? The question, the simple answer to this question is that God is our creator. The manufacturer knows everything he has built. He knows what he has built in every human being, both male and female. Because he knows the goods, he knows the products that he manufactured, and he knows that the design that he made for a woman is for a woman to desire to have a man. And then the design that he made for a man is that for the man to have the desire to provide and to protect. And for a man to provide, he must till the ground. That's why a man's top priority is to make money. A man's top priority is to make money. A woman's top priority as she grows is to marry. You see, every woman desires to marry. 90% of women on earth desire to marry. The remaining 10% are those who are lying to themselves. They claim they don't need a man. Some of them have experienced frustration in relationship. Some of them have been disappointed for one reason or the other. And then you see them chasing clout online, saying things like, I don't need a man, men has come, men are this, men. Go down into the subconscious. They wish a man will come and sweep them off their feet. But it's not so for them. You see ladies who have lived their life, they're over 35, 40, 45, and they are wondering, when will a man come? They are telling you they don't need a man, but they are wondering, when will a man come? And you who is a young girl of 20, 25, and somebody is trying to convince you that you don't need a man. She doesn't need a man because she can't get a man. But you are still young. You better make your choices right. Don't join the online feminist who does not know what she wants. Very, very confused human being. Okay, you must come to that conclusion and to that understanding that the Creator himself made a design. And the design that he made, he said, this design I made needs this. There is an internal craving in every woman. It is the biology of every woman to desire a man. You cannot reject the biology. You will live a life of depression and frustration. It is within the biology of a man to chase money. A man who is struggling financially will live in financial frustration and depression. A man can never go depressed because he's not married. But a woman can go depressed because she's not married, no matter how rich she is. A man can only go depressed when he's lacking financially. Ask every man around you or check your man for now. Look around him. Whenever he's financially broke, his countenance changes. That is what affects a man. A man's top priority is making money. Second priority is a woman. So that's why you're in a relationship. We are pressuring your man to marry you, but oh no. Why? You are not his top priority. He is your top priority because you want to marry. Because you get to a certain age, especially within Africa, you have not brought a man home, your family members will have to call you for a meeting. Like, what is happening? Why have you not brought somebody home? But it's mostly maybe at the tail end, just like the pastor said, when you've gotten to 50 and you want to get married. Maybe family is pressuring the man. You need to get married too now. Why 50? But a girl at 35, your mother is already pressuring you to get married. Why? The age gap or the age depreciation for a man and a woman is quite different. It will sound like I am just against women. No, not true. I'm trying to tell you the truth, the reality that you need to live up to and to know. And with everything I've said, you might be asking yourself questions like, love coach, is it that we don't have any say on this, or we don't have a hope in this matter? You do. God who designed the chance for you and gave you a say in the matter. But The problem in this generation is it that we don't know? Is it out of ignorance or what? But let me explain. When I started, I said that a man needs sex, a woman needs marriage. A man does not prioritize marriage. A woman prioritizes marriage. Why? Because a woman's biology needs connection. A woman's biology needs chemistry. Listen, when a man sleeps with a woman, the woman's body during sex releases what we call oxytocin. Oxytocin is a bonding hormone. That is what is responsible for a woman's desire to cuddle a man, to hold a man, to connect with a man. It's a bonding hormone. So the woman's biology needs bonding. Are we communicating? But the man's biology needs sex. That's why you hear things like a man's libido is far higher than a woman's libido. It is a simple biology. Yes, we know there are women with high libido, but men are considered to crave more for sex. That is what God created. Now listen. Now, God making a man crave for sex in that regard, making his need sex, his need for sex higher, gives you a leverage. Listen. Remember I say that the woman controls the sex gate. The man controls the relationship and marriage gate. Follow me. Now, it is supposed to be a meeting point for a male and a female to make an exchange. You want marriage? Good. You do not give out sex until the man says, I do. The Bible speaking in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 18. It says, flee away from sexual immorality. Listen, sexual purity is not a guarantee for making heaven. It is not a criteria for entering heaven. It is a criteria for living a successful life here on planet Earth, especially for women. Especially for women. A woman who wants to get married knows that a man desires to sleep with her. Then if you want to have the cookie, put a ring on the finger. You want to have the cookie, put a ring on the finger. But the problem here is that women are giving out their bargaining chip free of charge. You see, in the early days, during the days of our forefathers, before you get married as a female, you are tested for virginity to make sure that your hymen is still intact. So during those days, women are known for purity, for keeping themselves. That is part of their bargaining chip. Part of your bargaining chip. A man sees a beautiful woman, he wants to go into her, but he needs to marry her in order to get that. But in our generation, things have changed. We call it being woke. Young girls are sleeping with guys up and down. Remember, man needs sex. So the moment a man says, I love you, part of the things he's saying in the I love you is, I also want to sleep with you. So while he's saying, I love you, he's also saying, I want to sleep with you. That's why when you get into a relationship, you start dating a guy, you start hearing things like, come and visit me. Come to my house. Come to my house. Is your home a movie center? What does he want you to come do in his house? He wants to sleep with you. What he was supposed to get in marriage, he's getting it during courtship, during dating. He's getting it for free. Now, when he's done having you for free, he's sleeping with you, you are cooking for him, you are washing his clothes. When he's done having what he's supposed to have from a wife, from a girlfriend for free, why will he marry you? Who does that? Who does that? So, whilst we are in our generation and women are saying, let's throw caution off the window. Don't judge me. I'm a woke girl. I can live the life I want to live. Yes, nobody is judging you. Nobody is judging you. But at the same time, the men aren't marrying you. Ask ladies, especially those ones that are not virgin. Hey, I'm not judging anybody. But is your husband the first man that slept with you? No. Was it the second? Many of you know. Was it the third? Many of you know. Some of you say if your husband was not even he doesn't even rank number 20. Your body count is over 20. So for some people, your body count is over 50. And you will say, love coach, what are you saying? What about the guys? What about the guys? They are doing the same thing. Who are the ladies sleeping with? That is your business. I'm talking to you as a lady. See, whether a man sleeps with you or not, he still has better chances than you. Why? That thing that you desire, he's the one that controls the gates. You see, when a man wants to sleep with you, he can do anything to get in between your legs. He can spend his life savings to get in between your legs. That's why you see men, especially those ones that are wealthy, spend money, buy cars, take you to Dubai, take you shopping, spend money on you just because he wants to sleep with you. Why? Because you are the one that controls the sex gates. Then when it is time for you to demand for marriage, you don't have any bargaining chips any longer. So you keep hearing, I'm not ready. I don't want to get married now. I don't think I'm ready. My dear, sometimes it's not about being ready. He doesn't want you any longer. So all those your style in the bedroom that you think you can use to keep him, sex don't keep men. Sex don't keep men. So, my question returns back to the video. Listen, many women, many ladies don't find men their age attractive. Many ladies don't find men their age attractive. You see, when a lady is 25, the man her age is 25. So many times that man have not even found his vision, discovered himself, talk more of even making ends meet. So the lady desires to marry a man of 40 who have found himself, started making money, can provide and protect her. Do you know what it means for a man to provide? Do you know what it means in our generation where ladies are more materialistic than ever? What it means to a man to make such amount of money to take care of a lady of this generation? Many young men of 25 cannot do that. Many young men of 30 cannot even do that. So if the man keeps experiencing rejections over rejections for many years, so let's say things click by 40 or things click by 45, 50, and then he's now ready to marry. And the girl whom he wanted to marry, the girl he loved at 25, while they were still 25, while they were still 30, that kept rejecting him, ended up unmarried at the same time. So they are both 45. They are both 40. Are you asking the man to return back and marry that same lady? Who does that? I repeat, who does that? Who does that? When you had the opportunity, what stopped you from marrying? Many of the ladies who are unmarried today had opportunities to marry, but they were busy gallivanting. I want the richest dude in town. If you don't have this, don't come my way. Go and see them on social media saying different things. If you don't have this, don't come my way. Better get sense. You better get sense. When you finish playing around, if you're 35, 45, 55, please marry yourself. Except for those who never had opportunity at all for one reason or the other. May the Lord have mercy and provide. May the Lord bring a good man your way. But if you had opportunity and you are claiming slay queen, you now that you are young, you are claiming slay queen. I'm mercy for pastors that will be praying for you at that time. Because those are the kind of people that come to churches and keep disturbing pastors for prayer. Man of God, pray for me, for my dream man, pray for me, for a husband. I know a girl of 35 currently, who is still waiting, 35, who is still waiting for a very rich dude to come and marry her. A lot of young average guys are coming her way, asking for her hand in marriage. She's refusing. So when this kind of person clocks 40 and no man is asking for her hand in marriage any longer, then she comes to meet pastors. So I will now do night vigil for you. I will now fast and pray for you. It's not true. You will pray for yourself. You will deliver yourself. Listen, ladies. I repeat again. You control the sex gates. Sex is part of your bargaining chips. Sex is part of your dignity. The purity of your body is part of your dignity. It doesn't matter whether you're no longer a virgin. You can decide today to make your body for Jesus. You can decide today to live a pure life. Ask God for mercy. Ask Him for new opportunities. It doesn't matter if you're 35 now. It doesn't matter if you're 40 now. God can still have mercy. Yes, ask Him for mercy. I don't condemn nobody. We have all made mistakes. But for the young girls also, take correction now. Look around you, a lot of young ladies who are older than you that are not yet married. If you really desire marriage, if you truly desire marriage, start planning for marriage now. Make hay while the sun shines. Make hay while the sun shines. Don't forget, my name is Pastor Enenche, and I'm your love coach. I love you, and you know it. Until we meet again, bye-bye.